Hey guys, I said I would be back. I'm back. So as I was in the kitchen listening to the music, I felt in my heart Proverbs 31. For those of you who know, it's a mother speaking to her son. One as a soldier, I believe, and how to treat those who are going through things. Because see, as women, we don't know the battles that these men face out there. But what I also felt in my spirit was for every dark there is light, or for every light rather there is dark. You have the sun and you have the moon. You have yin and you have yang. You have Eve, you have Lilith, you have Mary, mother of Jesus, and you have Mary Magdalene. But have you thought of 111 and 414 on the clock? Have you thought of the crone? I believe I spoke about this in one of my other episodes about the crone. The crone to me is wisdom. The crone to me is an elder. The crone to me is our shadows. In the last, I think it was 2 episodes back or so, I had mentioned the crone, but I depict that one as a darker energy, and how I guess we're standing up to it. We're viewing it as less powerful. So as I was speaking of ancestors on the last episode, and I mentioned the light feminine and the dark energy feminine, they got us messed up. They really, really do. They taught us one way growing up. What the Bible has said. But think of how old this Bible is. Think about how old this book, these scriptures are. I know the last meditation I had, I heard, how do we know those were God's true words? I feel in my spirit that a lot of things that were said, in a sense, was the Spirit speaking to whomever it was. Moses, John, Matthew, Mary Magdalene, whomever was in, whatever story you choose to pick. But being that these scriptures are so old, do you ever feel our ancestors in some sense were part of that? I gave you time to think about that. Because if you truly read the Bible and you look at what has happened then, it's actually happened as well now, and it will continue to happen. Because we're not learning the lessons. We're not learning the lessons. We're going by what was taught. Have you actually sat down and listened to your spirit? There's many things in the Bible that has been taught to us. Many ways and many forms where people would literally want to argue about the Bible, about politics, religion, people's faith. May I ask why? How does it make sense to you? Make it make sense when all the stories in the Bible, many of us are still playing it now. Many roles are being played. Who was perfect in the Bible? One can say Jesus. Many argue that Jesus was the only Son of God. And I'm one of those who argue, because we were made from the Creator. Our hearts have the Holy Spirit. We are the temple. We are the avatar. We're not fighting a devil. We're fighting our ego. We're fighting our shadows. We're fighting things that they don't want to speak about because they're afraid of that. They were never taught that. So then you have us in these days whom are learning. And some of it, we get more passionate than others. A lot of times we feel lost. Where do we start? How do we start? Why is it I can't meditate? How do I meditate? Is yoga really for me? I can't stay still. How do I do this? How do I work with my shadow? My loves, first, we must quiet the minds. It takes work to quiet the minds. Meditation, I'll tell you, many of us can't sit still. Many of us have ADHD. We can't stay still. So another form of meditation is movement. My doctor taught me, said you have a lot of energy in you. And when you're feeling overwhelmed, meditate. I said, I do, but I can't figure it out. She said, what is it to figure out? Quiet your mind. Move your body. That energy has to be released. I carry a lot of masculine energy. The reason why I carry a lot of masculine energy and what I've learned through my shadow work is because that's what I was taught. I was taught to be masculine, leader, protector, provider. And again, this is my story, my narrative. Don't make yourself fit in it. If you do, you do. There's times where when we're going through our shadow work, we realize that our parents didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Neither do we. Our grandparents didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Neither did our ancestors. We're now realizing the balancing of the truth. There's always a polarity. You're never stuck because you're always in motion. You can have a dark era. You can have a light era. But what you want to choose is being in alignment, in tune with yourself. You have the lower, darker entities, energies, egos that hold us. You have the spirit, which roams right in the middle of us. Hence why I spoke about the heart and the solar plexus, to recharge, to protect, to love, to nourish, to open, yet be mindful of who and what you're willing to give that to. That is your creativity, that is your love, that is your abundance, that is everything within you. That is the Holy Spirit. That is sacred spirit. Then you have the mind and above, which is your higher consciousness, your higher self, the universe, the galaxies, and beyond. When you're doing shadow work, you must quiet the mind. Right? Come in balance with your heart and your sacred space. But in order to actually feel it all, you have to ground yourself, not in your ego, not in your pride. Ground yourself into the earth, into our ancestors, into our form of life. We were taught all wrong, you know. The masculines, they're very few. A lot of women have become masculine unwantingly, unwillingly, but had to. Because the men didn't or weren't taught the correct way. A lot of us were fatherless. Uncle-less, grandfatherless, right? But yet they call us blessed. Blessed, that stands for me, that stands be less. Be less. They've been giving us blessings to be less. You guys have to be aware of all of this. There's signs everywhere. How can we find our divine counterpart if we can't find ourselves? Nor can we contact and communicate with our ancestors because we're afraid. Because they keep saying, oh, that's not of the Bible. Oh, that's not of God. Oh, that's not of... Yes, it is. What makes you say that? When our ancestors in this Bible have been doing everything and we're fighting for something that was many, many moons ago. I know I said this in my podcast somewhere, but I don't know. Don't you guys find it weird when you're fighting because it's not of, yet the Bible depicts so much darkness, so much evil? They didn't show us how to love. They rather us fear. They rather us submit. This might be controversial or a trigger warning to some. Hey, this is why we're here. I'm talking to you like a big sister, auntie, a mama. I don't know. But you got to think about it. How much fear will go into old age? Then they say, oh, you know, you have to depend on, this is what society wants, is for us to depend on what can we get. You have the lazies that get everything, but see, they're relying on that. They're relying on some source. Those who are spiritual rely on a greater source. Why should we be afraid? We will be provided for abundantly. Spiritually. And what's here on this earth that's materialistic, we're not going with it. We're going back dust into dust. I had to bury my son 2 months ago. I visit his grave daily. Dust. I'm literally looking at dirt. But we continue to teach our youth this anger, this stress, this worry, this hate, this fear. Why? So many of us are fighting battles that the other one doesn't know. So how can you be angry at one and not the other? Why should you be angry when we're all fighting shadows that we don't even know how to handle? We're afraid of our own selves. What kind of shit is that? We're afraid to stand up. To those who don't speak life into us, but base fear in our lives. We can't even truly love because we're afraid. So we have blockages, bandages, rats. We're fucking mummified. In our own beings. I say that to say this. We have the strength, infinite strength within us to tame the lion, to tame the beast, and to become one. We, you know, trying to see something. Yeah, we have to realize whatever arises out of the idea of judgment and all its connections, power, command, authority, militant, intelligence, law, offices, and of the crown, and so on and so forth. We have it within us, right? Yet it takes from us looking at all our material possessions, all our choices, all of our varieties, and understand that within that 7 of Cups reverse, within that being reversed, everything of what's outside of you comes towering down, and it feels less to you of a tower moment. It doesn't feel so harsh. right? When you stand 10 toes down. Yeah, this message is definitely for feminine. It's definitely for feminine. You will receive great fortune from a mature woman, right? An elder, it can be an ancestor, it can be someone you don't even know. There will be great fortune because you chose. That's another thing. I know I've spoken about the chosen ones or being a chosen one, and I had to get chin checked by the universe, by divine, by creator source, because at the end of the day, we are not chosen. God, creator source, chooses to love each and every one of us on our own timeline. Gave us free will to do and choose what we want in our lives. Now it's up to creator source to use its free will to combine it with ours. When we learn our lessons, right, and transform the death of our old selves, and only then will we be really held in high honor by divine. So we're not chosen, we choose to do things. Those I feel like keep saying, I'm chosen, or the chosen ones, or the chosen, or the prophetic, or whatever the case is. Hey, to each your own, do your thing. Let me tell you something. Have you dug into your shadow? Have you faced your shadow? Have you even spoken to your ancestors? Have you even come one with yourself? You can't be of this higher light. You're gonna come tumbling down because it's gonna take some dark. It's gonna hit really, really hard. And you're gonna say, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. They've taken to bring me down to the pits. You gotta look at it, your ancestors. How many of us were taken back then? Reincarnated to help us stand where we are today. Gave us the strength. And when we stand not alone. We have a whole fucking army behind us. What are we afraid of? Because see, what we're fighting, it's not of the physical, it's of the spiritual. Now if y'all keep joking around and thinking shit is sweet, you're gonna have a rude awakening. A rude awakening. There's many who are losing everything around them. Maybe a loved one, maybe a home, maybe materialistic things. There are lessons that need to be learned as of now, as of this moment that you're listening to this. There are lessons that are pulling people apart for reasons above them. It's not being caused to you, it's for you to grow, for you to find yourself, for you to find your spirit and love truly and genuinely and give immensely. You can pour one cup into the other because both cups are full. There is never one cup empty. You are equal. You will recognize that. Until then, and only then, Do your work. Do your job. Move on in life accordingly. Pay attention to everything. Look at the signs. You see something and you continually see it. Go do some research. Go sit in a library. It's quiet there. Read. Give yourself some knowledge, some education. They've hid so much from us, but so much is right under our noses. Yeah, we're too lazy. We're too lazy because we're distracted by, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and all the other shit. I mean, we're human. I do it. But I'll be damned, I'm going to sit up there for hours upon hours watching people living their lives. And I feel like I'm stuck. Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. So, my advice for this new full moon, this new full moon. Can y'all hear me? This is the second time I said full moon. I meant new moon. New moon. Cleanse your space. Cleanse. Use sound. If you choose, use dancing, use laughter, use your gadgets, put them away for a little bit. Give yourself a break. Take a nice bath or a shower and just picture everything flowing off of you. Picture everything being renewed. Picture your ancestors covering you, comforting you, loving you, and leading you to your trueness, helping you evolve. Listen. This ain't for the weak. This is literally for the meek at heart. If you're weak in spirit, this is not for you. If you have started the shadow work and said, I ain't diving in there, that's not for you. You're going to go through a lot of stuff, and you will continue to go through it, because for every lesson that we learn and we hit the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of whatever it is, we hit the Wheel of Fortune, we hit the Sun card, we hit, there's still another transformation, still new rebirth, there's still newness, there's still things that we need to learn. For every 10 years we're learning, we're growing. If you're still in the era of the 70s, 80s, 50s, 60s, if you're even still alive, whatever, you're still in that era, in that time, in that gangster, in that flow, get somebody else to do it. You want to grow. You want to evolve. You want to fight off your own darkness. But don't fight it off. It's actually being one with it. Acknowledging it. And saying, you know what, where I go, you go. We're in this together. I ain't better than you. You ain't better than me. This is you speaking to your dark energies. To your dark limit. Right? Because everything is not love of light. Love and light. Love and light. Love and light. No, the fuck it's not. You must first conquer the darkness. I've been on here too long. So, 4:45. What that mean? What that mean? Look it up. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.